Before we begin today's video, I would like to give a shout out to one of our newest subscribers, SAFT911. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the family. And now on with today's video. Shinesta. Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons character conversion, part of the Iron and Blood Warriors of Ravenloft series. We are on the 7th hero of this very old Advanced Dungeons & Dragons video game, Princess Shinesta. We're going right back to the very complicated and contradictory lore for these characters. Last week we talked about Ignatius Max and how straightforward he was on being a thief. Shinesta here is very complicated. Starting things off with her lore, before she met up with the party, she was a part of a clan of elves who feared magic. She, however, was fascinated by it and decided to study magic. One point there. Probably pretty obvious what she's going to be, right? Gets complicated. After she started learning magic, her clan kicked her out. Okay, not a problem. She still continued to learn magic and even joined a group of nomads. Pretty standard. Soon she met up with the party and began to travel with them. Yada yada, defeating the Black Dragon Blackheart. So what's so complicated about Shinesta? Well, if you saw her artwork and the minifigure that I made for her for this thumbnail, she kind of looks like a monk. Okay, no big deal. There is a sect of monks that actually study in the arcane arts. We can simply just go with that. That's the Cobalt Soul. Wrong again. Not a monk. Why is she not a monk? Well, it is because not only is she a student in the arcane arts, but she is capable of dealing a rapid strike attack of 6 strikes with that quarterstaff. Monks can do that if they are a part of the Drunken Master, but it's only with their fists, and each fist has to hit a different target. Okay, it's not really too much of an issue, because there is one way to get a 6-strike combo while studying the arcane arts, and one more thing. She has a special ability that lets her regain all of her hit points between rounds. Okay, she can heal herself. That's cool. How are we going to do this? Well, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Starting things off with the point-buy system. Strength of 12, Dexterity of 14, Constitution of 10, as well as a Charisma of 10, Intelligence of 13, and Wisdom of 14. For our race, we're going with the Elf. The closest I can think of for her actual elf heritage is the Sun Elves. I'm probably wrong, but I haven't seen too many elves with blonde hair. So we're going with the Sun Elf. And that is technically classified as a High Elf. This will increase our strength by 2 points and our intelligence by 1 point. We are a size of medium, get a speed of 30 feet, dark vision for 60 feet. We get access to the Fey ancestry. We also have access to trance, proficiencies in the longsword, short sword, longbow, short bow, the skill of perception, and languages of common, elven, and one of choice. We're going with halfling just to do it. We also get a free cantrip. I'm going to go ahead and go with sword burst. Moving on to our background, we are going with the Noble background, which will give us access to proficiencies in History and Persuasion, as well as one gaming set of our choice and another language. We'll go with Dwarvish. We get access to Position of Privilege, and if you're going for the first level feats, I would recommend the first level feat of Magic Initiate. Go for Cleric. This will give us Sacred Flame, Toll the Dead, and our first level spell, which is going to be Cure Wounds. This will be our healing magic. Now for our class. We have to attack a lot, so the only way I can think of for doing that is to grab Fighter. This will give us a d10 hit die, starting hit points of 10 plus our Constitution modifier, additional hit points equal to 1d10 plus our Constitution modifier per fighter level after the first. Proficiencies in all armor and shields, simple and martial weapons. Saving throws will be in Strength and Constitution. For our two skills, go ahead and grab Acrobatics and Athletics. One of our other abilities is being able to pole vault right over our foes, while also giving them that 6-strike combo. You know what gives off a lot of attacks? Opportunity attacks. So we're going to go ahead and get the Unearthed Arcana fighting style of the Tunnel Fighter, letting us make an opportunity attack without wasting our reaction. One of my favorite fighting styles. We also get access to Second Wind. Going over to level 2 fighter, we get access to Action Surge. So now we have a minimum of 2 attacks without going into our opponent's turn. Going on to level 3, since we are a student of the Arcane Arts, I thought the best subclass would be the Eldritch Knight, giving us access to spellcasting using our Intelligence modifier, and we also get access to Weapon Bond. Moving on to level 4, go ahead and increase your Intelligence by 2 points. At level 5, we get access to Extra Attack. That means 2 attacks per attack action. We are now at a total of 4 attacks on our turn if we use Action Surge. Going on to level 6, we get Intelligence Increase once again, making it an 18. At level 7, we get access to War Magic. At level 8, we're going to go ahead and grab the feat of Polearm Master, since we are using that quarterstaff. This will let us use our bonus action to use the other end of our quarterstaff, dealing a d4 in bludgeoning damage. Now, pretty neat. If we're using Action Surge, that's going to be 5 attacks. And thanks to an opportunity attack, that'll be 6. So technically, we don't need to go any further. We got our 6-attack combo. But we're going to go ahead and keep going. Moving on to level 9 fighter, we get access to Indomitable. At level 10, we get access to Eldritch Strike. At level 11, we get Extra Attack times 2, letting us do 3 attacks per attack action. Pretty useful. Without wasting our bonus action, we can now attack 6 times if we use our 1 use of Action Surge. At level 12, we get the feat of Resilient, increasing our dexterity by 1 point and giving us proficiency in dexterity saving throws. Moving on to level 13, we get access to Indomitable times 2. At level 14, let's go with the feat of Tavern Brawler. This will increase our Constitution by 1 point, give us proficiency in improvised weapons, and our unarmed strikes get to deal a d4 in damage. And we can use our bonus action to attempt to grapple our target if we are using an unarmed strike or improvised weapon. Moving on to level 15, we get Arcane Charge. At level 16, go ahead and increase your dexterity and constitution each by 1 point, rounding them off to a nice even number of 16 and 12 each. At level 17, we now get access to 2 uses of our Action Surge and 3 uses of our Indomitable. At level 18, we get improved war magic. Level 19, go ahead and increase our strength by 2 more points. And finally, at level 20, we have extra attack times 3. Meaning we get to attack 4 times per attack action. Without using Action Surge now, we can do 5 attacks on our turn, and 1 attack for our opportunity attack. Minimum. So, pretty good, I must say. That does give us our 6-strike combo without using any of our action surges. If we use the action surge, we can definitely do a lot more. But that might be the end of the build, but not the end of the video. Let's go ahead and take a look at these spells. For our cantrips, I recommend Booming Blade, Message, and Toll the Dead. Oh wait, we already had Toll the Dead. We're going to have to pick something else for that. Probably Mage Hand. Oh, we'll go with Mage Hand, that makes sense. For your first level spells, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Silvery Barbs, and Tasha's Caustic Brew. Second level spells, Arcane Lock, Knock, and Scorching Ray. Third level spells, Counterspell, Dispel Magic, and Fireball. Fourth level spells, Private Sanctum, and Ice Storm. What are your thoughts on Princess Shinesta? Let me know in the comments section down below, and let me know who your favorite character thus far is. Until next time, this has been Drahan, and I am offline.